Hello and welcome back to English 11 by the English teachers from Quốc Học High School. Chào mừng các em quay trở lại với chương trình tiếng Anh lớp 11 được thực hiện bởi các thầy cô giáo trường Trung học phổ thông Quốc học Huế. Today, we will continue Unit 7, Further Education. Our lesson today focuses on listening skill with the topic International Student in Vietnam. Before we start, let's warm up by doing some following activity under teacher's instructions.
Look at the pictures of these students. Where do you think they are? What they are doing? Do you have an answer? Yes, they are in Vietnam. They spend time working, studying, and living in Vietnam. So, our listening topic today is about international students in Vietnam. Before we go to the main part of our listening lesson, I'd like to provide you with some new words that you may need to understand the recording. Let's come to the first word. Undergraduate. Undergraduate. It means a university or college student who is studying for the first degree. Từ này có nghĩa là sinh viên đang học tại đại học. Look at an example here. She teaches physics at undergraduate level. The second word, knowledgeable. Knowledgeable. It means well informed, knowing a lot. In Vietnamese, it means rất hiểu biết, có nhiều kiến thức, rất thông thạo. Example. She is very knowledgeable about plants. The third word, integrate. Integrate is to become or make somebody become accepted as a member of a social group, especially when they come from a different culture or country. We say integrate into with something, nghĩa là hội nhập hoặc là hòa nhập vào cái gì đó. For example, they make efforts to integrate with the local community. Coordinator. Coordinator means a person who organizes the different parts of activity and the people involved in it so that it works well. Vậy, coordinator có nghĩa là điều phối viên. An example. The campaign needs an effective coordinator. 5. Be over the moon. It means extremely happy and excited. And we have an example like this. They are over the moon about their trip to Vietnam. Attention please. In this lesson, I want to make sure that you can distinguish the meaning of the following words. Undergraduate and postgraduate. Undergraduate is a student who is studying for their first degree at a college or university. Undergraduate có nghĩa là sinh viên đang theo học tại đại học. Postgraduate is a student who has already received one degree and studying at a university for more advanced degree. Postgraduate là những sinh viên đang theo học chương trình sau đại học để lấy những bằng cấp cao hơn như bằng thạc sĩ hoặc bằng tiến sĩ. So hopefully you can understand better this word. Next, I'm going to check your vocabulary. In this exercise, I want you to match the word with their meanings. Here, I have 5 words. 1. Knowledgeable. 2. Over the moon. 3. Undergraduate. 4. Coordinator. 5. Integrate. Do you have your answer? Okay. 1. Knowledgeable matches with C. Well informed, knowing a lot. 2. B. Over the moon means extremely happy, very excited. 3. Undergraduate matches with A. A university or college student. 4. E. Coordinator is someone whose job is to make different groups work together in an organized way to achieve something. 5. D. Integrate, to mix with and join society or a group of people. Vừa rồi, các em đã làm rất tốt phần bài tập về từ vựng. Bây giờ, chúng ta hãy chuyển qua nội dung chính của bài học hôm nay nhé. Now, we move to the main section of our lesson today, listening. Open your book on page 21. Task 1. Listen to an international student studying in Vietnam. He is talking about his experience of pursuing higher education abroad. Take note about each point below. You will listen twice. So, this exercise will help you practice listening for specific information. So, the first thing you should do is quickly look through the table, pay attention to the given words, then underline keywords in purple, like academic level, course, coordinator, staff, housing, food. Now, let's play the recording twice and listen.
Listen to an international student studying in Vietnam. He is talking about his experience of pursuing higher education abroad. Take notes about each point below.
Good morning, everyone. My name is David. I come from Canada and I've been doing an undergraduate course in Vietnam for 2 years. Today, I'd like to share with you my study abroad experience. Well, my experience in Vietnam has been great so far. My classes take place at the University of Social Sciences and Humanities in Hanoi. I'm taking courses in Vietnamese history and economic development. The faculty staff are very friendly and helpful, and the program coordinator is very organised, knowledgeable and thorough. He is always available for any emergencies, making sure that I have everything I need. I live with a host family and have my own room, which is comfortable and clean and has internet. When I first arrived, I was completely over the moon with everything, but then I realised that I was experiencing a culture shock. Luckily, I had the support of my host family. Since I came, I've been included in all family gatherings and outings. I also took an intensive Vietnamese language course, and at the end of the first year, I was able to freely communicate with my host family in Vietnamese. This also helped me integrate with the local culture. Vietnam is quite a safe country, although the roads are a bit dangerous. I was really worried when I used a friend's motorbike to get around the city. Things are not expensive here, so I can easily live on a student's budget. I usually eat breakfast and dinner with my host family and lunch with my Vietnamese fellow students. Vietnamese food is very healthy and delicious, and I have my favourite dishes. I'll miss my host mum's cooking very much when I go back home. I think this programme of study has been worthwhile. I'll return home as a much stronger, confident and culturally sensitive person.
After listening to the recording, please pause the video for 3 minutes to complete the table. Have you finished? Okay, so number 1, we write undergraduate. 2. He takes Vietnamese history and economic development. 3. Staff is very friendly and helpful. 4. The program coordinator is very organized, knowledgeable, and thorough. 5. He lives with the host family. 6. Food is healthy and delicious. Good job! Okay, this is the second task for you. Task 2. Listen again and decide if the following statements are true, false, or not given. Put a tick into correct boxes. Again, in this exercise, you will practice listening for details. Firstly, look through and underline the keywords. Statement number 1. This is an example I do for you. Keywords are David, postgraduate, majoring, Vietnamese studies. Next step, make a guess. For example, the first statement may be false because the first task you have done already show you about this point. And now you do the rest. Play the recording twice. Then pause the lesson for 4 to 5 minutes to complete the exercise. While you are listening, you should pay attention to the keywords and take note to find out the correct answer.
Listen again and decide if the following statements are true, false, or not given. Tick the correct boxes.
Good morning, everyone. My name is David. I come from Canada and I've been doing an undergraduate course in Vietnam for 2 years. Today, I'd like to share with you my study abroad experience. Well, my experience in Vietnam has been great so far. My classes take place at the University of Social Sciences and Humanities in Hanoi. I'm taking courses in Vietnamese history and economic development. The faculty staff are very friendly and helpful, and the program coordinator is very organised, knowledgeable and thorough. He is always available for any emergencies, making sure that I have everything I need. I live with a host family and have my own room, which is comfortable and clean and has internet. When I first arrived, I was completely over the moon with everything, but then I realised that I was experiencing a culture shock. Luckily, I had the support of my host family. Since I came, I've been included in all family gatherings and outings. I also took an intensive Vietnamese language course, and at the end of the first year, I was able to freely communicate with my host family in Vietnamese. This also helped me integrate with the local culture. Vietnam is quite a safe country, although the roads are a bit dangerous. I was really worried when I used a friend's motorbike to get around the city. Things are not expensive here, so I can easily live on a student's budget. I usually eat breakfast and dinner with my host family and lunch with my Vietnamese fellow students. Vietnamese food is very healthy and delicious, and I have my favourite dishes. I'll miss my host mum's cooking very much when I go back home. I think this programme of study has been worthwhile. I'll return home as a much stronger, confident and culturally sensitive person.
Have you finished? Now you with me complete this task. 1. David is a postgraduate student majoring in Vietnamese studies. False, because David is doing undergraduate course in Vietnam. 2. His host family helped him overcome his culture shock. Now underline keywords. Host family helped him overcome culture shock. This statement is true. Trong khi nghe, cả em có ghi chú lại được câu Luckily, I have a support from my host family. The phrase have a support from my host family similar to host family helped him overcome culture shock. So, statement number 2 must be true. 3. His host mom taught him how to cook Vietnamese food. Keywords are host mom taught him cook Vietnamese food. In the recording, speaker doesn't mention this idea, so number 3, not given. 4. He used his own motorbike to get around Hanoi. Keywords are used, old motorbike, get around Hanoi. Vậy trong bài cả em có ghi lại được ý nào liên quan tới motorbike? Đó chính là friend's motorbike. Như vậy, friend's motorbike is not his own one. So, number 4, phones. 5. He will have a better understanding of cultural differences and similarities when he goes back home. Now, underline the keywords better understanding, cultural differences, similarities when he goes back home. Trong khi nghe, cả em còn nghe được từ nào hoặc là cụm từ nào có nghĩa tương tự với cụm better understanding of cultural differences and similarities? Đúng rồi, đó chính là cụm từ culturally sensitive person. Như vậy, thông tin ở câu số 5 hoàn toàn đúng với ý trong bài nghe. So, statement number 5 is true. Now, let's move to the next exercise. In this exercise, I'd like you to watch a video. You will hear a man, Evian, and a woman, Cadace, talking about Vietnam summer program. For each question, give a short answer. I have 4 questions here. 1. Why did the Evian choose Vietnam as the destination? 2. What experiences Evian have in his trip to Vietnam? Write at least 3 things. 3. Where did Evian love to travel in Vietnam? 4. What advantages did Cadace and Evian gain from the trip? Write at least 3 things. You should watch the video twice before write down the answer for each question.
I chose to go to Vietnam because it honestly was a dream of mine. I knew that it was going to be a beautiful place to go with a lot of people to meet and an opportunity to explore and discover things about myself and learn about another culture.
At Humber, we have partnered with a couple of universities in Vietnam. We have different types of experiential learning wherein we travel around Vietnam visiting museums, historically significant sites.
One of my favorite places in Vietnam was Ha Long Bay, which is a giant inland sea dotted with hundreds of limestone cliffs and islands.
The students are literally immersed in the culture. They're attending classes with students from Vietnam, learning from professors in Vietnam, going on site visits with professors from Humber. So it's incredibly collaborative. On top of that, they earn a credit.
This experience is incredibly beneficial for my career. Going to Vietnam was being out of your comfort zone. I am way more confident now. We develop teamwork skills by working with people we've never met before. You come out with lasting experiences and relationships that are just going to go forever.
Learn a new language, experience history, religion, art, architecture.
This trip has inspired me to continue traveling. I want to discover the world, more cultures, and meet new people. I can't tell what's going to be in my future, but I know I'm going to be out there.
the video clear for you to listen? And here is an answer. 1. Why did the event choose Vietnam as the destination? Because it was his dream. 2. What experiences Evian have in his trip to Vietnam? Write at least 3 things. He had an opportunity to travel, meet new people, explore things, and learn about Vietnam's culture. 3. Where Evian loved to travel in Vietnam? It was Ha Long Bay. 4. What advantages did Cadiz and Evian gain from the trip? Write at least 3 things. They had beneficial experience for their career, became more confident, developed teamwork skill, got lasting relationships, learned new language, had opportunities to experience history, religion, art and architecture in Vietnam. Như vậy, cô và các em đã hoàn thành xong các bài tập trong phần nghe hiểu Listening Comprehension. Bây giờ, chúng ta hãy qua phần thực hành luyện tập Post Listening. Talk about advantages and disadvantages of studying abroad. Now, we talk about the advantages of studying abroad first. You should pause the video for 3 minutes and think about your answers. Alright, now I'll show you a video so that you can come up with more ideas to answer that question. After watching your video, let's write down 5 advantages in the left column first, and later, for the column disadvantages, you will do it at home. Here are 5 benefits of studying abroad the speaker mentioned in the video. 1. Explore new cultures and languages. 2. Enhance your career opportunities. 3. Understand better your culture. 4. Boost your confidence and independence. 5. Broaden your social relationship. Như vậy, đây mới chỉ là những gợi ý mà video gửi lên cho các em về đề mục những lợi ích khi đi du học ở nước ngoài. Các em có thể viết những kinh nghiệm của bản thân, những ví dụ của bản thân vào bảng Advantages of Studying Abroad. Now, based on the information about benefits of studying abroad, I want you to pause the video for 2 minutes and take time to practice speaking skill. Today you did a great job, and here is your homework. At home, I want you to think more about the disadvantages of studying abroad and then write a short paragraph with no more than 200 words about disadvantages of studying abroad. Như vậy, đây là bài tập về nhà mà cô muốn gửi đến các em. Các em có thể gửi bài viết của mình về cho giáo viên tiếng Anh phụ trách lớp để nhận được phản hồi nhé. Cảm ơn các em đã theo dõi. Bài học hôm nay đến đây là kết thúc. Hẹn gặp lại các em trong các bài học tiếp theo. Goodbye and see you again. Thank you.